tours, and there's a lot of people planning on coming here to Tokyo between October, November, and December. So if you are planning on coming out to Japan during this time between October, November, or December, then this is a great opportunity to talk about those particular things. And that is what today's video is going to be about, is I will be sharing with you some of my tips and some ideas to help you plan your trip here as you're coming out here to Japan. Okay, so the main thing is October, November, December. One of the biggest things, the reason why people come here during this time: fall leaves for November, Halloween for October, and then for December I would say illumination and things like that. If you're thinking about those particular things, those are what people are coming here to see between October, November, and December. And I would say the most popular event during November is definitely going to be fall, autumn leaves, because that's when the leaves turn from green. There's colors of red and yellow and there's all that other good stuff. So it's very, very cool. Anyways, before I get into that, maybe some of you have been wondering, where have I been? Why haven't I been posting? Why did I disappear? I've always been here. I've always been here, but I've just been really busy running, doing the tours, doing the ramen tours, doing walking tours, and I also started doing VR stuff also. So there's so many different things on my plate, but I did not want to neglect you, my audience. So I wanted to make sure that I would be here to help you get ready for your holiday as you come out to Japan, October, November, December. So let's get all that out of the way. Let's just dive straight into it, and I'm going to show you what we're going to talk about today. So I got this little list I want to talk to you. So one of the biggest things, let's talk about October. Okay, there are several things going on here in Japan during October, and one of those things, let's see really quick. One of those things. Where's that? One moment here. I have my window manager out. Alright, these are my notes. Alright, these are my notes. These are some really big, serious notes. Let me close all this. These are some events going on here in October, for those of you who are visiting in October. I just wanted to pull up a list of little festivals that you can go to attend here in October, and then I also have the dates located here for these different festivals. But these festivals are located also in different places across Japan, so they're not just here in Tokyo. They're in a variety of different places. One of those down here. One of the ones I wanted to highlight is this one. It's coming up in Saitama, Kawagoe. Kawagoe is actually a really popular place. It's not too far from Tokyo. It's about a good hour train ride to get out to this particular place. And Kawagoe, they have really, really great festival. They got floats, there's music, and there's all kinds of cool things. If you check on my channel list, there's a video there called Kawagoe, and that will give you a great idea of what this place looks like. But if you want to do something that was a little offbeat, wasn't in Tokyo, and you want to get outside and do something very, very unique, this is one of the things that I would recommend, and that's this festival in Kawagoe. And this is for those of you who are in Tokyo and you want to go do something a little bit more traditional, something unique. This would be something I would definitely recommend. Okay, I think another place that's interesting is Takayama. Takayama is a little bit down south. It's a little bit over to above left, above right of. So this is Osaka, Kyoto, and then Takayama is somewhere up in this picture, somewhere in this area over here. And I think for some people's travel itineraries, this is where you can find some people who will be, some of you might want to make a trip out there. So the place is called Takayama. The reason why I'm giving you these different places, usually when people come to Tokyo for the first time, they're going to do Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, back to Tokyo. And this is kind of like the golden route. But if you're going to be doing Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and everybody else is doing Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, I'll tell you what, Kyoto's going to be busy, it's going to be full of people. Tokyo's going to be busy and full of people. Osaka is going to be busy and it's going to be full of people also. And if you want to avoid crowds and things like that, that's where this is recommended. Why don't you make your way to Takayama, get away from the crowds and the people, and then that would be a great place to be. So it's a little off the beaten path, but definitely a place that's worth checking out. Just do a search for Takayama and then you can check it out. I have the information here. The other place I have on here is Jidai Matsuri, and this is in Kyoto. So if you're going to be finding yourself in Kyoto during this time, this is around October 22nd, here's another great event that you can participate here. And it's over in Jidai. It's a little area in Kyoto that you can go see. I don't have my map set up in front of me right now, so all I'm going to say is please just write this down, jot it down in your notes, and do some research on your own. But just remember, it's in Kyoto. It's Jidai Matsuri. And that is the festival that is coming up in Kyoto. Okay, so I would say these three places are really good things to hit up if you're looking for things to do here in October in Tokyo. So please check that out. Okay. All right. So that's another big thing that you'll probably want to do in October. If you're here towards the end of October, that's right around, say around Halloween. I know one of the big hotspots that people think to go to on Halloween is probably Shibuya. But I'm going to tell you, in the past couple of years, they've been really, how do you say? They've been really trying to get it out of Shibuya. And so the big Halloween event that they used to do where everybody dresses up in costumes and wander around Halloween, they've actually kind of stopped doing that. The spot to go to for Halloween, though, is going to be Ikebukuro. Right around Ikebukuro is the best place that you could go to experience Halloween in Japan. There's an event in Ikebukuro. They do cosplay in the park, and right around Ikebukuro. So the key thing is do a key search for Ikebukuro cosplay Halloween. Okay, Ikebukuro cosplay Halloween, and this will pull up a schedule, and then you can see what they're doing during that time. Okay, and so these are some of the events that they will have going in October. Okay, so the main thing for October, you have a list of these different festivals that you can attend, and then the other one that you can also experience here is you can also experience Halloween in Japan during October. That is the best thing to do. Okay? All right, so that takes care of our October. The next thing is let's talk a little bit about fall and the leaves, because one of the most beautiful things that you can experience during the fall in Japan are autumn leaves, right? Everybody wants to experience the autumn leaves. So let me pull up this little screen here. This is going to be the autumn leaves schedule. So depending on your schedule and when you're going to be here in Japan, this little map is a great thing to check out. So let's go through it just a little bit. Oop, there we go. So, I mean, pretty straightforward. The dates are here. This is the autumn forecast foliage map where you can see the changes. Most people are going to be here within Tokyo, but you see that in Tokyo it's still pretty green. What you want to do is you want to kind of like go more out. I would say probably around, there's a place called Nikko in Japan. Nikko is a really beautiful place to go see autumn leaves. Within the major parks in Tokyo, Shinjuku Gyoen National Park is probably the most popular one that everybody's going to go to. Hamarikyu Gardens, I probably really butchered that name, is another place you can go watch autumn leaves. Any of the major parks, Shinjuku Central Park is probably another place that you can go see that. Yoyogi Park over in Shibuya is also another place where you can go and experience the autumn foliage here in Tokyo. So I would definitely recommend to do that. And depending on the time that you are here in Japan, follow the autumn foliage forecast map to see where you're going to be and where you can go to experience the autumn leaves here in Japan. Okay. I have another thing here of some really great places that you can check out to go see these autumn leaves. So let me show you some of these places. There we go. This little list here. Now I've broken this list into two parts. One is where everybody goes, and then one where it's a little bit offbeat. And I figured, Nikko Tochigi is probably the most popular place to go see autumn leaves, especially if you're staying here in Tokyo. Nikko is a great place. It's a very, very traditional temple, but that whole area there is just covered with very, very beautiful leaves. Okay, so Nikko Tochigi. Now, you will have to take a train to get over here. I would recommend you take what's called the Spacia X train. The Spacia X train is a special train that goes up to Nikko, and then you can stay the night. And if you stay the night there in Nikko, you can experience the autumn leaves, you can walk around, you can eat all the wonderful food. So I would say Nikko Tochigi. That is a great place to go experience autumn leaves here in Tokyo. Okay. The other place is if you're over in Kyoto, Kiyomizu-dera is a beautiful place to go check this out. Okay, Kiyomizu-dera. Really, really beautiful place in Kyoto. I think that's like it's the floating shrine, the golden temple. Really, really super beautiful. But the gardens, the fall leaves from red to yellow, the contrast is just absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is a live stream, so I don't have any of the pictures directly in front of me. Just close your eyes and pretend that you can see it. All right, that's the visual that I'm trying to give you. Okay, so that would be Kyoto. So Kyoto and Nikko are good places. The other place is Fuji 5 Lakes. That's, I would say, either the Fuji 5 Lakes or even around the Hakone area in Tokyo. The Hakone area, sorry, it's not in Tokyo, it's outside of Tokyo. Hakone or the Fuji 5 Lakes is also a great recommended spot to go see autumn leaves and foliage and things like that. I think Hakone itself is a really, really good place to go visit. And if you're going to be staying in Tokyo for 3 or 4 days, Hakone is definitely a place you want to put on your itinerary to go check out. Okay? But if you want to look for some autumn foliage, if you're in Tokyo, if you're in and around Tokyo, I would say in and around Tokyo, you want to go to the Fuji 5 Lakes area or Hakone. If you want to venture a little bit further, Nikko is a nice little day trip. I would recommend going to Nikko and taking the Spacia X train. Check out the Spacia X video on my channel and you can see more about that. Okay. The other thing is if you're in Kyoto or Osaka, then Kiyomizu-dera, one of the main shrines. Actually, any of the temples and shrines that you visit in Kyoto, I would say would definitely be worth visiting during the fall. It's all going to be very, very beautiful, but it's going to be also extremely crowded with a lot of people. So just remember, within Kyoto, there's always going to be a lot of people. It's going to be really busy, super crowded. The main parks here in Tokyo, like say Shinjuku Gyoen Park, Shinjuku Central Park, Yoyogi Park, Hamajuku Gardens, all those parks will also be pretty full with a lot of people. And just think, within the fall, it's the leaves, and then in the winter, like say from December, those parks will have lights and illumination. We'll get more into that a little bit later, but just know that this is where we are when you think about how you want to experience fall foliage in Japan. So visit temples, visit shrines. I would say November is the perfect time to experience fall foliage, whether you are in Kyoto, Nikko, or the Fuji 5 Lakes area, okay? The other thing I have on here, let's scroll down. Okay. Mount Mitake. It's a place that is also, if you're around Tokyo, this is a place not too many people go to, but Mount Mitake, you can actually hike up the mountain. And I would say it's a beautiful little hike because along the way there's a little trail. Some of it is paved, some of it's not. But it's a great way to, say you're staying in Tokyo but you don't want to go too far out of Tokyo. So I would say Mount Mitake is a great place to go hiking and go check out the autumn leaves. Once again, you want to tag back to the foliage map, and by checking out the foliage map, right here. This will give you a general idea of where you want to go to experience those things. Just remember, check your schedules, check your turn to see the timing and how the timing looks, and if it fits with where you want to be, that's where you should go. Okay. I will leave a link for this below after, so you can use this to find things also. Okay. So I'll make sure that's there. All right. So from there, let's pull the screen back up over here. Small. So from there, the other place I want to recommend now, here's a place that's really unique. So if you're gonna be spending your time, say, around Kyoto and Osaka, and if you have an extra day or two, this little area here in Kagawa Shikoku is a place that I would definitely recommend. I've been out to this area. It's one of my favorite areas in Tokyo, and I really feel that not enough people go to this area. Most people are just going to Kyoto, they're going to Osaka, they're just going to Tokyo, and they totally miss this place. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It is so amazing. I like to get a car and just drive in this area. But over here, this particular area here, Shodoshima Island, over by Shikoku. Shodoshima is also, in that area, they also have what are called the Art Islands. The Art Islands are also a great thing that you can experience while you're here if you go down towards Kyoto and Osaka. The Art Islands is very, very off the beaten path. I think most people do the Art Islands on their second or their third trip out to Tokyo because it's such a far out place. So if you're coming to Tokyo for your second or your third time and you're looking for different experiences outside of Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto, I would say Shikoku Islands is a beautiful place. And then, of course, from the Shikoku Islands, right over here, Hiroshima. That's not too far from it also, right? Those are all great places that you can explore that are very, very different, very off the beaten path, and take you out beyond that Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, that golden route. And by going to these particular places to see these leaves, it'll be less crowded, less people, and you can really, really dig more into the nature and the culture of the area and the vibe of things, okay? So these are some great places that you can experience the fall foliage here in Tokyo. That's just, not just Tokyo, but here in Japan. So I'm also gonna, I'll leave details of this because these are just my own personal notes that I've written down. But I'll make sure that I'll leave these notes down below so you can check those out also. Maybe I'll put a link somewhere. I'll think about it, okay? Or you can just contact me directly and I can tell you more about it, okay? Help you set that up in your itinerary, okay? Now, jumping back, before we go back, so before we jump back into December happenings and things like that, if you are coming to, if you are coming to, say, Tokyo between November and December, and you need help getting around and you're not sure what to do, if you go to my channel, if you don't want to talk to me directly, you can just get my 5-day itinerary. The 5-day itinerary also has an alternating other 5 days where you can actually mix and match your days. And actually, if you look at the 5-day itinerary, it's actually a total of 10 days of 10 days of just Tokyo things that you can do. And within those 10 days, there's actually map pins that you can use. You can actually scan the QR code, get the map pins into your phone, and in that way you can utilize the 5-day itinerary with the map pins to help you get around Tokyo and its surrounding areas and setting up your itinerary. Now, the other thing about that, if you don't want to do the 5-day itinerary, of course I also have my tour vouchers for those of you who want to, actually here, let me pull it up here so you can see it. Give me one moment, I'll pull it up so you can see it. It's easier for me to explain and show it to you. Give me one moment, I'm going to pull it up here. Give me one moment. I can pull this up. Okay, here we go. I think I have it now. There you go. So if you look over here, I know, shameless plug, but not really a shameless plug because I'm here to help you plan your trip out here to Japan. So if you need help and guidance, that's what these are for. Once again, this is the Tokyo 5-day itinerary. That's what I was just talking about. And then I have these Tokyo pair. These are voucher passes. So you can actually get one of these vouchers, and then what you do is there'll be a place where you can get an email, and then you can actually talk to me directly, and then I can help you set up your itinerary, whether you're coming here towards the end of October, November, December. Just so you know, mostly I'm scheduling now for November and December. If you're going to come here in October, I think my schedule is quite packed, so it'll be difficult for me to take you out on tour in October. But if you're coming here sometime in November, or you're going to be here in December, you can reach me, get my 5-day itinerary, and then also get one of these tour vouchers, and then I'll be more than happy to take you out and then show you around Tokyo. Okay, I'll help you plan your itinerary. I'm sure you can talk to many of my other people who have enjoyed my tours here in Tokyo, and maybe you should come and enjoy one of my tours here in Tokyo also. So just remember that we have the Tokyo 5-day itinerary you can use. Like I say, if you want to use the 5-day itinerary for yourself and you don't want to have a guide with you, you want to go about it alone, that's what the Tokyo 5-day itinerary is all about. But if you want me to guide you personally while you're here in Japan between November and December, that's what the Tokyo Buddy Voucher is, okay? And then of course you do that, set up a time with me, and then I will take you on a tour here of Tokyo. You can get in contact with me. There'll be more details if you want to learn more about it, and then I'll be more than happy to explain how my tours and everything works. Okay, I won't go into too much detail here, just so you know. All right. Okay. So that takes care of tours. If you need a 5-day itinerary that you want to follow, or if you want to book a session with me where I take you out here in Tokyo, I think it would be awesome. That's why I do these videos. That's why I have my YouTube channel, is so I can connect with all of you out there. So when you come to Japan, you got somebody here on the ground who can show you around and show you the ropes, so that way you're not lost, okay? All right, so with that, let's go into our last thing here. It's I didn't want to have this live stream to be too long. It's almost it's just about a little over half an hour now, and I just wanted to finish off by showing you oops, this thing right here. Oops. Oh, this one here. Okay. The last thing I wanted to show you here is in December. In December, probably one of the better things to do here during December. Is that gonna go on? Huh, it's not going to show December. Anyways, a little bit of technical difficulty down here. Anyways, the main point of this is that if you're going to be coming to Japan in December, one of the biggest things for December in Japan is illumination. People love to see illumination here in Japan. Roppongi Midtown is an amazing place to experience illumination. If you check out my YouTube channel, there's a video on the channel that's I don't know if I can pull it up here. There's a video here on my channel that talks about Tokyo illumination, and I just want to highlight that. So for those of you who are planning your trips out here, you can see this. Here it is. This Tokyo illumination video is a great video that actually goes into illuminate a little bit more into detail if you just kind of like want to see what illumination looks like, the Tokyo illumination looks like. But there are several places in December that have illumination that you can see and that you can enjoy. And so that would be a video that I would definitely recommend to check out to see Tokyo. All right. So we're gonna have to wrap up this live stream. I just want to take this short moment to just kind of like touch base with all of you. I know it's been a while since I've talked to everybody, but I know it's been a while since I've actually talked to everybody and put some videos out, but I am working on a couple of videos. I just did a trip up to Miyazaki, and I want to put that video out eventually. I'll edit that, and I'm going to do a couple more of these lives to help those of you who are planning trips out here to Japan. I know this is kind of done in an odd time, and so most of you are sleeping out there. But anyways, the main thing of today's video was just to kind of get you ready to come to Japan if you're here October, November, or December. And then these are just some of the activities that you can partake of while you're here in Japan. And of course, the foliage are the highlights during this time, and of course the illuminating, of course, in October it's the Halloween thing. That's a really good, okay? So with that, I'll wrap up the video. If you have any questions, comments, you know what to do down in the comments section. Write out your questions. I'm pretty good at answering everybody's questions. If you want to go out on a personal tour with me, have me take you out, farsidejapan.com. farsidejapan.com is where I do my private walking tours and photo walking tours. Just so you know, my walking tours are all private only. I don't do group tours. I only do private tours. But if you want to go on one of my food tours, I do group food tours when it comes to ramen and things like that. Ramen food tour, cooking tours, all those good things. Those I will usually do in a group of people. But if you just want someone to walk around with and show you Tokyo, I do those as private tours only. Okay? So with that, I just want to say thank you for watching today's live stream. It's been a pleasure talking to you all today. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel and join the community. Okay? All right. So with that, I'll see you on the next round, and I'll see you in the next live stream, and maybe I'll see you in Japan. So with that, peace, and have a wonderful day. Cheers.